I like sausage better personally.
Heroes, villains, and sidekicks.
Oh, hey.
Thank you for joining us once again
We're in
for
it.
the Umber Initiative post show.
And boy, what is that a show?
Give us some more warning before you start.
I know.
I'm sorry not to do that. It's just funnier. This is for our special Halloween episode.
Yes.
Hey.
2022.
That was a hell of a thing.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It got steamy in here.
Yeah.
Glad we took that little break.
Seriously.
God.
It was very hot. And I'm like out of water. David, you got water? No.
Part of me wants to put like a break screen of like a 10-minute, maybe 5-minute like break thing going forward.
Especially when it's hot.
Yeah. So maybe I'll make something for that. Anyway.
Like for in the middle of the show.
Yeah.
I got you.
No, for after the show, David.
Well, I know if you meant transitioning to the post show and then stream the post show. I know what your thoughts were.
No. No. This is for the patrons.
Help.
Yeah.
If you're watching us, it's because you're a patron, supporting us on patreon.com/the Umber Initiative. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Super appreciate
Love
that.
you.
Ew.
I love you.
All right. Halloween.
Halloween.
Today's actually the 28th.
Yeah.
26th, excuse me.
26, yeah. It's not even that
So
close.
it's not even Halloween yet.
Yeah, it's hollow.
Holla.
Holla.
Hello.
So Monstar was in Discord
Yeah.
and said, "Oh, you should do a session where sales GMs, like sales is the GM for a session of the Umber Initiative."
Right.
Which immediately
Good
got
idea.
my head. I was like, "Oh, that sounds kind of fun." I've seen the character GMs for the characters in world
Right.
like before on Critical Role and stuff. So I didn't exactly want to do that. Plus, I think if sales GM'd a whole session, it would get. I mean, I could probably make it work, but I think it would get a little redundant.
Think like the bit would get old.
I think so.
Yeah.
So instead, I chose to do one big bit.
One long
Yep.
bit.
It was great.
Amazing.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, okay. Mr. Sales loved Hook. It was his favorite thing in canon. So let's just do a funny reenactment of Hook.
Amazing.
I gave you guys homework
Yeah.
to watch Hook.
Which we just finished. Right before the episode. Which is why everything rang so well.
Yeah, so I guess we should just break it down from the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Oh, first, overall thoughts?
It was a lot of fun. It was a ton of fun.
Yes.
If I
liked it a
just
lot.
sum this
100%.
up in one word, I would say bangarang.
She did it. She said it.
At first, when it first started and we got that brief scene of Arabella in the arcade, I thought, like back when Mr. Shadows was alive,
Yeah.
I thought the whole thing was going to take place like in the past, like back then.
Oh yeah, me too
I
for
see.
a
But
minute.
then like you jump forward in time, I was like, oh, it's going to be different.
Yeah, so that was just to set up
Reminder.
that one, the real scene that happened of him, like, just so people don't think, why Hook? Like, why any of that?
Right.
They don't
Right.
remember.
A little
and it's-
reminder.
Yeah. A little flashback just to show that, that was a thing. So we had that little flashback, the pre-scene, so to say,
The pre.
all of that happening. And then we joined Barrett,
Yes.
sort of
Yes.
almost like the mainish character
Yeah.
of the story.
Yeah.
So good. Amazing.
Going on a date.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
first,
Yeah,
you were supposed to go to a shooting competition for Laura,
Yes.
and you missed it.
I missed the competition.
Ah, that's
I'm a
double.
bad dad.
You're
You're
a
a
bad dad. But Laura's mad at you. It's okay. Nice little scene up in her room
Yeah, that
I
was
know,
nice.
trying
That was
to-
nice.
to make up for it.
Yeah.
And Deandra's like, let's go on our date.
Yeah.
You got Peter Bastians.
Yeah.
Stupid
As a babysitter.
marbles.
What a choice.
The marbles. That's why.
I know. I should have put a scene later where like you got marbles.
Yeah,
and, like, made it an
right.
item, but
Yeah.
it slipped my mind. I have a character list, like a cast list for some characters. So for Jack, who is Peter's son, who's Laura. For Peter Pan, is Barrett.
Uh-huh.
Maggie, which is the little girl, was Liam. So this is her.
Yeah.
Wendy, I was gonna make a character, little lady Wendy, and I was gonna make it Mother Adele. And try and work that in.
Amazing.
Awesome.
Uncle Toodles was Peter Baskins.
Right.
Yeah.
Tinkerbell Arabella.
Yeah.
Rufio, like
Yes.
Smee was Bowie, and then
Yeah.
Thud was Apex.
I'm so glad that
Awesome.
Bowie was me.
Yeah, I know. That was really funny.
It is absolutely shocking how similar the character cast lineup is. Between
Everything worked out perfectly.
It's so
Yeah.
almost too perfectly.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Derivative.
Derivative. Bullshit.
You go on your date, noting the icy pathway leading
Yep.
to the house.
Yep.
Noted.
You have an average date, which is fate. So
Yeah,
you know what?
yeah.
You didn't even go on the date.
Even in your dreams, the date
Do
was
a- do
fake.
a-
The date
Roll
was-
me a redemption date check
Just 5d20.
with presents.
Have the presents.
Okay.
13. One better.
Slightly better.
One
date.
better.
One better.
You learned your lesson for the next date,
5%.
and you ordered
5% improvement.
you
Yeah.
ordered like not the carbonated beverage, so you didn't like burp in her face.
Yeah.
That's always my mistake, honestly.
Cedric goes up to Ike in a panic.
Oh yeah.
He's like, "I'm a foil, help!"
Bring me to the MacGuffin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, the MacGuffins being the kid.
I think it's funny to think. So obviously, if you haven't seen Hook before, the general plot: Robin Williams is a lawyer who neglects his kids. He goes to London to see Wendy because he's actually Peter Pan, but he grew up and lost all his memories of it. Captain Hook takes his kids. I'm gonna spoil everything. Captain Hook takes his kids to Neverland. He's gotta go back, thanks to Tinkerbell, become Peter Pan again, save his kids, and everything around that. It's a great movie. But I like to imagine, because it was Smee who took the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to imagine like these like 6 robotic whatever pirates pulling this dinghy with like the kids thrown in a chest and Bowie on top just looking around
Yeah, really.
as they get pulled to the Umbra.
Bowie's just like, I guess we're all going.
Incredible.
But yeah, so Cedric brings Ike to the tree and Ike gets pulled into the Umbra.
And then called twice.
And he crawled
Yes.
twice. Which you would have gotten those messages I should have specified before, I forgot.
yeah,
Basically,
it's
as soon as you
dimensional.
showed up, you would have gotten bombarded with those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and so you call Arabella over, and you, with Stone's help, get to the tree and begin the adventure.
You didn't even
Hook
mention
adventure.
the mess that was at the.
The destroyed house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was destroyed.
Yeah.
From
From they took the kids.
Smee.
Yeah.
That's why all like the cupboards were open and stuff like that, because he was like getting in all the food and everything.
He's only food motivated.
Yes, absolutely.
That's him, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys get pulled right into the Pirates Cove. You guys played along so well. I'm so happy.
I loved the moments where our characters were just like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Like, why are we doing this? What is it? Yeah.
What's up? I never saw it.
We're not in it.
Yeah.
That was a great. I had to decide whether or not I wanted to give you guys cards with like roles
Yeah.
to play, and I decided against it. I
Yeah.
like the idea of you guys just like completely. What's the word I'm looking for?
Blindsided.
Subverting the expectations
Right.
of like what the plot should and shouldn't be doing. So
Yeah.
like pulling out their gun
Yeah. Yeah.
and then it jamming worked out so
that's
perfect.
so good.
I love anything where someone just completely does not fit the setting.
Yeah.
I love those kinds of things.
Yep.
So think of just like a dude in a suit surrounded by
Yeah.
pirates just pulls out a
With
pistol.
one bandana.
Yeah.
And no shoes, yeah.
It's just, I love that. I love
Did you?
that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was really funny.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah, we get reintroduced to Mr. Sales
Yeah.
back
Yep.
as Sebastian Hood. I gave you the note. Did that very last second.
Yeah, that note was great. Right here.
Oh, that. Yeah.
Under your arm. Oh, that note.
I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good note. That was great.
I might try and post it on the Discord.
Yeah.
A chance over there.
That was really
Amazing.
funny.
Yeah, so
Was that what you used the printer for?
no, I used the printer for the rules.
Oh, okay.
Which with the war rules, I'm surprised you guys didn't call a hero. You guys did that
I
last time
know.
too. You never
know.
called a hero.
We don't need heroes.
No.
It's like the most
Our
fun
pride.
option.
yeah, we never use it.
We're too prideful. We don't need heroes.
It would have been fun because I have a table they would have rolled on, and a random character would have got thrown in, no context. Like, what's going on? And you're like, help. Okay. It could have been a bunch of like
so good.
weird characters. It would have been like previous like villains.
Wait, can we roll now?
Sure.
Fight. So do we? Hold on. How do we do?
So you roll a d20.
Okay. I'm calling a hero's aid in my time of need right
it.
now. Natural 20.
Nat 20.
Give me my nat 20 hero.
Who is it?
You would have called.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if I want to say.
Oh no!
What?
You would have called in a campaign 1 character. And his name might start with an R.
Ah! No!
Wow,
What
awesome.
a missed opportunity.
Yeah, he would have been disguised. Like, he'd be very confused, but he would have fit right in.
Oh, that
I
would be
love
so
that.
good.
I love that.
So, but yeah. Going through all the little different, I have like full notes of like just going through the entire Hook movie. Like,
Oh
this is a
my
weird notebook now that I have like,
Just Hook.
this is the plot of Hook,
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
quotes from Hook. You know,
Oh yeah, the fuck.
How many times did you watch Hook to get ready?
just one,
Really?
but I paused a lot.
Yeah.
How many
Ah,
times have you watched Hook?
Not that many. Maybe like I watched it a lot as a kid. Like I would play it back over because I had the VHS.
Right.
And I loved Robin Williams. So I watched that movie a lot as a kid. So I got all the main plot points in my head, but I wanted to get like quotes so that sales could just like yell out.
Yeah.
Stuff, you know?
Not like Bangarang.
Everybody knows Bangarang. Yeah, it was. I think the toughest part of plotting this out was doing the beginning, like getting to Neverland.
Yeah.
Because I was like, this is the most up in the air stuff. That's why like Wendy's in and like
Yeah.
all this. Like, how do I even bother? But then I thought, Heart Kids. Oh shit!
Yeah, that was perfect.
And it
That was
like
Yeah, that
it
was so
was
good.
it fit so well.
Really
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, that was great.
That was.
I liked how you played to it with like heart too, right? Like
Yeah.
there was like there wasn't a lot, but like there were conversations between like characterization of Barry and
Yeah,
Laura
yeah.
and that. So I thought that made it a little more worthwhile.
Yeah, absolutely. I wanted to like, even though it's filler, I wanted to make it still like true to the characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that this was a really funny session.
It was. It was. I liked it a lot.
That was. There's. Yep.
I felt bad it took so long to get you back in.
Oh no! The story was so good. Every part of it.
Yeah, after you get promised the 3 days until the war,
Yep.
you meet with the Lost Boys.
Mm-hmm.
And Ike is the leader.
Yes. Rufy Ike.
Roofy,
The other names fit so like Barry Pan. I like Tinkerbella was perfect.
Yeah.
And I was like, should I do Roof Ike O? Roofy Ike? Ikeo?
Yeah.
So I just Roofy Ike.
Roofy
Yep.
was great.
Yep.
Yeah.
The reference was, spot on.
I'm surprised there wasn't a scene of Roofy Ike getting just murdered.
Yeah.
There was if you stayed head to head with Sales, he would have his line was, hold on, you know what happened to you in the movie. She would have been like, no.
I've never seen it.
And he would try and like stab you.
Amazing.
I did really love the scene where we're all just like, we've never seen Hook.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, who's Robin Williams?
Yeah,
That's
right.
like amazing.
Yeah, that was the
So
tipping point. That was the best part.
Yeah. It's like, what?
I love that.
Yeah, the more you went off script and like ruined things, the more he would go off script. So, he pulls out the hook and has his gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to train for a bit. You could have got more bonuses to your
we
stat.
all
I don't think
failed
we could have
everything.
had the bonuses, to be honest, though.
Yeah, with the limits.
Yeah.
Fair. Let's see. Yeah, you guys are your custom abilities and equipment.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
That was a lot of fun.
That was
That
fun.
was
to
the
make.
sword of Pan.
Yeah.
That was great.
Bangarang.
Oh, the crowing part was really fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was like, what are you talking about? What do you mean, crow?
I like the pixie dust too.
yeah.
I wasn't gonna put in the dining scene, and then you guys were like, "Oh, let's eat first."
Right.
They're good. The sequel was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, now when you mentioned food with the Lost Boys, you can't not put that in,"
Right.
which was
Yeah.
great. I'm glad you mentioned it because it led to the. You're doing it. This is so funny.
Fuck. You're doing it.
I wonder for people who haven't seen the movie how
That
this
hit.
is.
Oh,
Like,
It's
if
gonna
this
be
is
a weird fever dream.
Yeah, they're gonna
That's
be
what
like,
it's
what
gonna
the
be.
fuck?
wild.
Should have put you in tights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot to do
late.
that.
So yeah, it's not too late. Have my tea for
You
cosplay
wake
still.
up. Yeah, once you win over the Lost Boys, you start the big battle, and things are crazy. We have the side scenes with Sales. The first one of him committing suicide.
I'm surprised you put that in. I was surprised.
Yeah, it was my favorite scene from the movie. So I was like, and I like the idea of him going through the movie, but with
But
Smee.
not, yeah.
Yeah.
And like it can't work the way he
Right.
wants to, so he just kills himself and then
Yeah.
comes back.
Yeah.
The carpet every time.
Oh yeah, the carpet.
Yeah.
Even when you guys were fighting, he
Yeah.
refused to go down the carpet.
I was about to say. Yeah, and the other scene with the shooting scene, which I thought was pretty little Laura characterization there.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Which ultimately led to absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
It's just like
It's like, nah, I'm good.
That was great when she was just like, no.
No. Just immediately leaves.
Yeah.
Like, nah, I'm good.
yeah, so you guys fought and that fight got crazy.
Yeah, it did.
Between the pirates, and then the mech coming out again.
Yep.
The mech.
That was
Oh my
sick.
God.
That was such a good way to
That
deal
was
with the
really
mech too.
good.
Just
Yeah.
like, throw it in the water.
Yep. Yeah, that was a lot. That was
great.
really cool.
That was a fun one.
Yeet.
And then Moose.
I had to end it with the statue.
Yeah, I'm so glad you did.
Yeah, I was like, how can I make this work? And I was like, I'll just try something weird and whatever.
There were two things that was sort of. You had two excellent lines, two like movie quality.
Yes.
I had to have the one-liner.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had to have
naturally.
the one-liner. Yeah.
And you're the guy with the mallet.
The
Cudgel.
Ow!
It's so like Steven Spielberg movie. Like
Yeah.
you had the rivalry with
Yeah.
the minion that you end up defeating.
The dog was just like,
Yep.
Yes. Tap 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 tap.
can't touch me.
Yeah, you took out a lot of pirates.
Yeah,
you did.
You did.
That's the most useful I've ever been.
Is the consideration of spending points on?
On shrink.
Yeah.
Protect a beast ball.
That plus what 12 stealth.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Jeez.
Yeah. So you end up defeating Shibuya.
Yeah. Had the moose fall on him.
You all went home.
Yep. Got spit out of the tree.
That sound effect.
Yeah, that really got you.
What the?
Oh my god.
But I imagine a scene where like we all just got, you know, the scene in Kingdom Hearts where like Sora, Donald, and Goofy are laying on each other and just
Yeah.
showing their faces.
Yeah.
And it's like they're just
Yeah.
talking, and Donald's like, "Get off of me!"
Yeah,
I
exactly.
expected like all three of us get spit out of the tree, and like we're like laying on Apex.
Yeah.
And it's just showing our faces talking, and then it's like, "Get off of me!"
Amazing.
You return back to the Hark residence, give the kids back,
Yep.
get a nice smooch
Yes.
from Mr. Sales.
Mm-hmm.
Only to wake up.
Psychological horror.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the horror, bringing the horror element
Yeah.
back to the
Yeah.
Umbra Initiative.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it was all a dream.
Yeah, it was all Barrett's dream.
Yep, all a concussion.
Is
That
that
was
going to come
awesome.
up? Is that the fact that you fell on ice and no one died?
Maybe next time she'll be like, I had the weirdest dream, guys.
Yeah, right. Crazy, dude.
And that was the Halloween special.
Yeah,
That was very fun.
fantastic.
That
It
was
was
awesome.
fun seeing us dissolve our outfits. Like,
Yeah, right.
As the episode went on.
It's so
It
hot.
is really hot in
It's
here.
already getting hot in here now.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, don't worry. 10 minutes.
No!
30 minutes. At least.
What are we talking about?
It's so hot.
We don't have 10 more minutes of content. What are we supposed to talk about?
We don't. All right. Final thoughts on the Halloween special. There's not much to talk about with
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It
It's
was
just
a
fun.
ton of fun. I
Yes.
love these filler episodes. We don't get them often,
Yeah.
but it is a treat. We do.
Trick or treat.
I look forward to our next one. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll do a Christmas one. Do you want to DM a Christmas one?
Christmas special?
Yeah, that's all right. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, Nicole would have to DM.
Oh,
She's a real life Christmas elf. So.
I don't know about that. We'll see.
Or I do a sales Christmas special and it's a Halloween movie. Or,
Yeah,
you know, like,
it's like what's
Yeah.
it
it's like
called?
Hocus Pocus. So like,
Yeah.
sales is all three
Yeah,
witches.
right. Maybe. I do love Christmas.
There you
That
go.
would be
Christmas special.
special. I'll be Krampus.
Krampus.
I'll be an original character. Bowie.
He's original.
Yeah, I had a fun time. This
That was
is
very
really
fun.
fun.
It was.
I'm glad, as I said before, it's either going to be a banger or what my biggest worry was that it was going to be like lame. Like it would have been like a little too campy, a little too like on the nose, a little like the joke wouldn't have gone through
Right.
of like what it was. Or my other thing was that like it would be we would try and stick so close to Hook, the movie,
That it would just
that we're just very poorly reenacting the movie.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're trying to hit every single beat,
Yep.
the lines, whatever. Like it just been like too try hard, right?
That's why I'm glad we all were like, yeah, I don't know what the fuck Hook is.
Yeah, that was
worked out. Yeah.
It's funny that none of the characters have seen it. I would imagine if any character would have seen it would have been Arabella.
I almost was gonna be like, oh, I could have seen it, but I was like, nah, it's less fun though. It's like, nah.
But yeah, it's our Halloween special.
It's very fun.
That was a blast.
And
That was a blast.
yeah, we'll see you in the next special too.
Yeah,
Whatever that may be.
we'll see.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.